My name's Jo Henderson. I'm a partner in the employment team at Meyerson. In an economy facing continued uncertainty, employers increasingly favour an agile and flexible workforce, using seasonal workers, casual workers and contractors. Recent cases involving companies such as Yodel, Uber and Deliveroo have considered whether individuals performing casual work are self-employed contractors or workers, and if they are workers, what employment rights they're afforded. In this video, we provide our top tips for employers taking on seasonal and casual workers, with a view to ensuring that the rights of workers are understood and the risk of Employment Tribunal claims are kept to a minimum. Tip 1. Understand whether an individual is self-employed, employed or a worker. Unless an individual is genuinely in business on their own account, if they have agreed to perform work personally, it is likely that they have at least worker rights. The more control you have over how work is performed and the more integrated the individual is into your business, the more likely it is that they are an employee, attracting more onerous employment protection rights, particularly the right not to be unfairly dismissed and rights on redundancy. Understanding an individual's status is therefore crucial and should also be reviewed periodically. Tip 2. All workers are entitled to written terms and conditions. Both employees and workers are entitled to receive a statement of their terms and conditions of engagement. The statement must be issued on or before the first day of work and must include details of pay, hours, holiday pay, sick pay and benefits. One advantage of a statement of terms of engagement is the opportunity to clarify and agree the parties' intentions about whether the individual has the status of a worker or an employee. Tip 3. Workers must be paid the national minimum wage via PAYE. Workers are entitled to be paid the national minimum wage applicable to their age group. HMRC recognises only employed or self-employed status and not worker status. If an individual is not genuinely self-employed for HMRC purposes, the individual is regarded as employed and you must operate PAYE even if they have worker status for other purposes and not employment status. A worker may also be entitled to auto-enrolment pension contributions subject to the usual qualifying criteria. Tip 4. Workers are entitled to holiday pay and rest breaks. Only the genuinely self-employed are not afforded paid holiday. Workers are entitled to 5.6 weeks paid holiday in accordance with the working time regulations, just like employees. Holiday pay entitlement can become complicated where days and hour of work are variable, but the entitlement stands, and failure to recognise it can result in claims for up to 2 years holiday pay. Labelling a portion of hourly or weekly pay as holiday pay may provide a solution, but it's not without risk, and you must ensure that workers receive enough pay to satisfy national minimum wage entitlement. Additional rights under the working time regulations to rest breaks and maximum average working hours also apply to workers. Tip 5. Workers may be entitled to statutory sick pay. This is a frequently misunderstood entitlement. In addition to employees, some workers may also qualify for statutory sick pay, depending on their average earnings from your business and the worker also satisfying the normal eligibility criteria. Tip 6. Workers are not entitled to family leave or related pay. Workers will not qualify for statutory family leave such as time off for antenatal appointments, maternity leave, paternity leave and adoption leave, and they are not entitled to the associated family leave pay. However, employers must be alive to the fact that workers, as well as employees, are protected from pregnancy and maternity discrimination. Tip 7. Workers are protected from discrimination and detriment. Although workers do not have unfair dismissal protection rights like employees, they do have much the same rights as employees in relation to discrimination on the grounds of the usual protected characteristics such as race, sex, sexual orientation, age and disability. Workers are also protected from suffering detriment because they are a whistleblower and have made a disclosure in the public interest, or because they have taken action in circumstances where their health and safety is in serious and imminent danger. Tip 8. Employers may be liable for discrimination by their workers. An employer can become vicariously liable for the acts and omissions of his workers as well as those of his employees. This could include liability for discriminatory acts against other employees or workers, including harassment. Workers must therefore be made aware of your policies on bullying, harassment, and diversity and inclusion. If you need to understand the employment status of individuals performing work in your business and what their employment rights are, then please get in touch, as we're here to help. Please feel free to contact me or the rest of our employment team on 0161 941 4000 or by email at lawyers@myerson.co.uk. Thanks.